might even be able to look up 4B00 because you could do, I think you could do searches in this if I remember. Let's go back to the assembler here. And 4B00. Well, I guess I'm wrong. I thought you could do searches in this, but I guess you can't. There's another tool I have that you can actually do searches in it, but maybe I'm wrong on this one. But you could look up like these registers here, and if we even went to here, we might be able to find it in graphics. This right here is the vertical scrolling. This is the horizontal. So if we wanted to try to find the character set, we'd have to look up the one for the character set, where the character set's located. But it would probably just take too long. Now, if you wanted to also see something, I'm going to show you something else here. Expand this a little bit. We started at, what was it, like 2000? I think that's kind of close to where the program started, somewhere around there. If I go and I use the page up and down keys, you can see what I'm doing here is I'm moving through the memory. This is the computer's memory. I'll go down here a little bit because it might not be in the right place. When the code's not looking like that, it means there's probably just a bunch of data registers. Eventually you'll see it, it'll blend into itself, and then you'll notice that those are regular. Like right now, this is regular code going on. This is probably a good place to start. So I was trying to see if I could, you see this 4640, isn't that interesting? So maybe if we go over here and look, see a 4640, look at that, 4640. So this could be part of whatever this is. 4600. Oh, that's the guy that was let's see, 40. That'd be this one right here. Would that be it? I'll just double check it here real quick. 4640. Or let's just do this for a minute. 4600 plus 64. Excuse me. 0 plus 64. So 4640, yep, that's what I thought. So 4640 would be this character right here. What is that? Oh, is that the vacuum? That might have been part of the title screen, because remember in the title screen we had that vacuum when you were choosing it. That might be part, this might be loading in parts of the title screen. You can see here 4641 and 4642. 4742. Let's go look at that one. 4742. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I meant to do hex. 4742. Since I can't do this in my head, I'm just going to start at 4600 and just kind of do it increments of 64 so we can find that one. And we're looking for, what was it again? 4742. That would be 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe somewhere about 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it probably starts at this one. What this is doing is this is storing whatever's stored right here. This is probably where the character data is located for the sprite, and it's storing it in the screen. I'm sorry, it's storing it into the sprite area right here, which is where you're seeing it right here. So I know that gets pretty technical. And machine language is not for the faint of heart. For those who want to know, watching this channel for the first time, machine language is a journey in itself. You're not going to learn it in one day. You're not going to learn it in a week. You're not going to learn it in a month. Sorry to say, you're probably not going to really learn it in 6 months. It takes a long time to really get good at machine language, especially when you want to start writing your own games and understand them. You can check out my channel, though, Commodore 64 Brain. Just type it into YouTube there, and you can see more stuff. I have a lot of tutorials teaching you guys how sprite graphics work, how to get animations on the screen and stuff like that. But what we're looking at here is we're looking at commercial code that was written back in the 80s or whatever this game was released. Was it 83 or 84 or whatever? And this was written by David Crane, I believe. He wrote the original code for Pitfall, and he did a lot of other different games for Atari. It's Atari 2600, one of the not the very first consoles, but one of the most sold out consoles before the Nintendo took over. So let's see here. I'm just kind of just peering through memory here again. And if I go back down here, for example, D01C, you can see it brought up 53276. We could always go back to our book again. 53276. 53276. So this is where the sprite multicolors are actually stored at. So these are kind of where the colors are getting in. Here's some of the horizontal positionings. This is the horizontal position of sprite 0, and this is the horizontal position of sprite 1. So they're storing in the horizontal positions there at 64. So I think that's probably where the ghost starts or something, I don't know. So you're going to try taking another crack at Marshmallow Man Power. Just having a little fun here. I just dropped my joystick. I like this practice mode because I'm never going to beat this playing this. You actually got to get a wide open before you can. Right? See, oh, he gets you right when you go right there. I couldn't get it there if I tried. I think you have to let him land first. I'll try it one time. Let's back to the code here. And then once you make him land, oh wait, I wasted too much time. You got to have the door wide open when you go in. Oh, missed it there too. It's nice to have an infinite amount of tries on it. But anyways, getting back to some of the code here. You can see D012. And why am I always using this calculator? Because I'm not very good at translating from hex to decimal. I'm trying. I haven't really memorized them all yet. I think this is an interrupt register here, 53266. Remember, it's in that book, the Commodore 64, map of the Commodore 64. I'll bring that back up on the screen here so I can show it to you. This is the book I'm getting everything from, map of the Commodore 64 and 64C for the newer computer. And I'm just looking up that register we just saw, the DC, oh, what was it again? D012 here. You just go and you can look them up. It looks it up by decimal at the top, and you'll see right there, 53266, and the camera's not working very well. Recurrent raster scan lines. So this is basically reading in where the scan lines are. I'm trying to figure out why they would have done scan lines in this version, but I used it for maybe multiplexing or something like that. Sprite multiplexing the moves. Put the book down and go back to the regular thing. So that's kind of what that did. This is just what's called the initialization. So this is like the initialization loop for the game itself. Here's also if I have on my computer here. Here, I'll show you this one. I'll open this one and show it to you. And of course, it opened up on my other screen right here. This is another game that I had on my YouTube channel for Skate or Die. This is the actual code I took from here, and I copied it, because you can go like that, you can right-click and hit copy, you can copy the code. And I actually went through and I copied a lot of this code for this game. If I search this here, you can actually pull up the actual registers, like right here. You can skip through them. But doing this, when you get good, you could go in here, for example, if you wanted to look up something, say D011, and it instantly will take you to where all those occurrences for D011, which is where a lot of things are done inside this register, but initially it's the graphics register for the Commodore 64. So I'll pull it up to give you an exact example as the book says it would be. The 53265 or D011 is vertical fine scrolling and control register. It also does 24 row and 25 row text display, and you can do stuff with like your bitmap graphics and stuff like that. But initially in a lot of games, you're just using it to set up where the vertical fine scrolling is set up and control that. And in this case right here, we're initializing it and setting it to F0, whatever bit that would be, which is 240. Since I can't do this, I'll have to do this in my head, 255, or do it on a calculator. So it's right there, it's register, it's bit 15, or not bit 15, but it's the hexadecimal for 15. Anyways, that's kind of like where you could break down the code and look at it. Like if you wanted to see, for example, sprite location, you could probably just type something like that. You might get some. There you go. So this is where it's storing in the sprites, vertical, horizontal, vertical, for all the sprites. And this is where the values are being extracted from, D, C, DB. So as an example, I'm going to pull up Skate or Die maybe next here, since we're kind of getting bored with this one anyway. Let's see if I have it on here actually. I don't know if I do. I may not even have it on this one. Let's go back to my snapshot, see if there's anything there. Nope. So I'm just going to reset this for now. So it goes back. Don't know why I did that. There's a misbehaving there for a little bit. So what I was going to try to do here is I was going to see if I can load up Skate or Die. Right here, this is CB and PRG Studio. If you're curious, you can download all the latest versions here to be able to start writing your own machine language programs. Download link for more details. I've never downloaded the latest version, so I have no idea how far they are. I always just click this link right here. And here's your wait screen every time too. I'll move this off the other screen, but it's going to take a while anyway to download it. I have no idea why that ugly screen loaded. Why did you load? Not downloading, try again. Where is it? It's down here at the bottom. There it is. No, I clicked it. It's taking so long to load it. You know it's not a dangerous application. Download it many, many times. Give me a break. Peoples. Okay. Did it install already? I got a little distracted. Somebody just contacted me. There it is. Cancel this. So it'll load up there. And now we could actually go ahead and get that. But we got to add Vice first here. It isn't going to really matter if I add it or not, because we're not going to try to run the code, because it's not going to run anyway. But anyways, emulator. Let's go here and you just have to browse. What I'm doing right now is I'm browsing for the Vice, this purple screen here in the background. I'm browsing for that one right now so that we can connect it directly to our compiler so that when we actually do write live code, we could run it and see it in an actual inside of this window. Or we'll reload inside that window. So It's right here. These things are going a little bit slow today. It's taking a while to load them. There it goes. And now you see it's got the path set for the emulator. And then we're good there. I don't want a project, but it wants a location where you're going to store the project. So I just always go back down here to store everything in the same folder every time, or in the same directory where I keep all of my Commodore 64 stuff. Did I do that right? Right. It's this one, C64. That's it. And now it'll let you hit OK. So now if we wanted to load this one, I could go over here, I could copy this. Oh, wrong one I got. This window right here. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm looking for, getting back to where we were, skate or die. I think I can just get it right here. I think it's already loaded over here anyway. So if I go to open existing project, it's already an existing project. It should be right in here. Was it under games? I think it was under games. There it is. So here's the project for the skate or die. It's all the code that I had transferred over right here. It's not converted correctly because I copied it directly from inside of Filtrator, so you can't run this because you'll get errors if I do. I'll show you anyway. I'm going to get a bunch of errors probably. Yeah, there they are. Because it doesn't recognize all this other stuff here. It's only going to recognize these commands and labels and other stuff. So it's just going to give me a million errors there. But I wanted to show you that's essentially, I do have it running inside of there, or I have it copied inside of there. So this is most of the code for that jam downhill one. If you ever seen a jam. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop this. It's going to run forever. Just dropped my drive when I was trying to. Okay, let's see here. You just go back here to claim. Oh, great. Something's running. How do I stop it? Okay, I think that did it. All right. Too many errors. But anyways, that's the code for the actual game. So, what happened to my Camtasia Studio there? I'm going to need to save this project, and it's frozen. Okay, there we go. It's going to save this real quick as C64 Twitch. I can close this window. There we go. Before. Now I'm finally getting interacted with the comments here. So, also getting back to the code here, for those who were watching, I was still trying to get the skate or die. This is the code that I had copied over, and I was going to see if I could find the actual game here, but it's not loading here for some reason. Let me see if I can find it here while I'm waiting for their answer. All right, let's see. I'm trying to remember where I stored skate or die. I don't know if I saved it as a by snapshot or not. And by snapshot, I mean a D64 image. I may not have. But this is where all of my regular projects are located. A lot of these are the CVM PRG projects, and some of these are C64 Studio. So the multiplayer option, maybe we can try that out. Okay, I was responding to somebody in my chat there. So if you guys are curious, I'm just moving back and forth between the screens, and I know I have a lot of stuff open here right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to load in the actual program since I can't seem to find Skate or Die on here. I know they're all stored. And it's got it, there it is. So there's Skate Rock. I guess I never had Skate or Die. I had Skate Rock, that's what it was. I didn't have Skate or Die, so I'll need to copy the regular one, which this is, there's thousands of programs or hundreds or whatever stored in here that I've obtained from a website, GB64 Online. And I could go here and I could look up Skate or Die, and I could copy it as a D64 file in device and show you what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Oh, I wanted to ask tell Darren. Um, okay, so anyways, getting back to this, so Skate or Die is right here, and it's actually on 3 different D64 images for some reason. I'm just going to copy them here. Just go back here. And just drop it in a folder. Doesn't matter. Let's just drop it in this one. So Skate D0, D01, and D02. And then you can go back over here, for example, under D64. And just look it up. I don't know if this is the title screen or what this is. That's slow. Maybe it works one off the other. Because I could still go over to Twitch and do stuff there, record it, and fall back over to YouTube or something like that. Okay, so anyways, we loaded this, and it got a pink screen for some reason. I don't know if it's loading or what happened here. I don't trust it. It's going to do a reset here. We'll try the other one. Oh, here they are, Jam. I don't know if you can load it directly like that. I know I can never load it that directly that way on my computer. You also have to load it directly from the main one. And it might let you do it. Who knows? Look at that. It's a hacked version for Jam. That's cool. Which is the code we have up here. Getting back to this right here is the code I was showing you earlier for this. If I go back here, home it, or however I'm going to do this. This right here is the code for this. That's what this one I've been trying to show you the whole time. So I copied all the code for it here, so I can peer into it. There's the horizontal. Really new to Twitch, so it will take me. I'm in OBS Studio, so it'll probably take me a while to figure out how I even do that stuff. Wonder if we can play this right now. I already got it hooked up here. I've already played a few of them earlier. I'm not very good at this. Am I going backward or something? I said groupie, but that was my fault. How did I drove right over that manhole. How did that happen? Usually I fall in it. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna go right through the fence. Like he just did. The controls? What controls are we talking about? Oh, the controls are backward in this because you could set goofy foot or regular. I forgot to switch it to regular, so the controls are kind of wacky. Now I'll do much better since I'm on regular controls. I've played this one over and over on YouTube, so I kind of get used to it. Whoops. I was trying to watch my chat while I was playing this. Whoops. Forgot about the brick wall there. Where did I punch him out? Okay, everyone. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this second part of the stream. In this session, we actually just covered a little bit more about the game code and went on from Ghostbusters to the Skate or Die and kind of just analyzed the code for that. And just, yeah, hopefully just trying to find a path for this stream and, you know, where Twitch is going. So this is kind of like I said, my first experience with Twitch, and I'm just trying out some things, kind of see how it goes. On my Commodore 64 channel, this has always been a common thing for me. But also, this video is being shared on not only YouTube, but also on Twitch. So I'm trying to cater to both audiences here. Also, I always appreciate your likes, favorites, subscriptions, everything. On Twitch would be followers and stuff like that. I gotta kind of keep up with the pace here. So, yeah, we'll get the rest of the videos coming. The rest of the videos after this are just all gameplays, by the way. We haven't done an analyzation of code. I had some people just wanted to see some gameplay, so I just kind of spent the rest of the few hours doing that. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more videos to come. And keep up, we'll keep up the good work here, and everybody. And thanks so much for watching, as always. Appreciate you guys.